Well, how about that? Arsenal 3, Chelsea nil. I'm never, ever, ever going to get tired of saying it. Unbelievable performance from Arsenal yesterday. On that note, apologies that I am bringing this to you a little bit later. I didn't really get an opportunity yesterday to come home and give you my thoughts on the match. I went straight out to I think it was my mate's girlfriend's 18th, 19th, or 20th. I don't know what one it was, but it was pretty tragic anyway. But yeah, that aside, yesterday was brilliant for all the right reasons, and that was Arsenal putting three past Chelsea. Absolutely scintillating to watch. It was one of the best performances I've seen from Arsenal in, well, ironically, exactly a year ago to almost to the day we put three past United in what was a opening 15 minutes where we absolutely blitzed them. And we essentially did the same with Chelsea. Initially saw the team lineup and I wasn't overly frustrated. I know a lot of people were annoyed with that lineup, but the only change I would have made would have been Granit Xhaka coming in for Santi Cazorla. But saying that, Cazorla really held his own in the midfield. Coquelin, for the time that he was on the pitch, for the the half hour that he played, was superb, and he has completely warranted a place in his starting 11. I sincerely hope that the rumours aren't true that he's apparently done his cruciate, he's done his ligaments. There'd be a massive blow to us if he's out because he does warrant a place in this team. Him and Xhaka, I mean, that could be a sensational midfield partnership for us. It's an option for us. I still think we need someone a bit creative in there, someone like Ramsey, someone like Santi Cazorla. But Coquelin is such an asset to this team and hasn't warranted half the criticism that has gone his way this season because he was so up for the game yesterday, as was the whole Arsenal team. And that's what makes this victory so sweet. We wanted this win so much more than Chelsea did. We played so much better football. We were at it from the get-go, which is something that we haven't been at in the past. Chelsea reminded me of Arsenal a couple of seasons ago. They were boring, they weren't up for it, they were tired. It reminded me of when we were getting hammered, 5-1, 6-0 in that season in 2013-14 when we had a push for the title, but then just things fell apart towards the end when we were picking up some really poor results on the road. That's what Chelsea reminded me of. And I honestly do think you look at their team on paper, I mean, David Luiz has done nothing to suggest that he is the most expensive defender in world football. That is ridiculous. He is, in my opinion, quite a poor defender. He did nothing yesterday to warrant being one of the best, to be regarded as one of the most expensive defenders in world football. It just shows that transfer fees mean absolutely nothing. Our defence, on the other hand, Mustafi was unbelievable. He had such a good game, as did Laurent Koscielny alongside him. Hector Bellerin and Monreal, they were superb on the flanks, kept Eden Hazard and Willian quiet. Iwobi, his defensive work rate improved in this game. That helped us massively. But Mustafi was the one that I really want to point out because a lot of people are saying it was actually Koscielny that pocketed Thiago Costa, and it's not something I particularly like to use pocketed. I don't know how to say that. But it was Mustafi that dealt with the threat of Costa so well. I mean, Koscielny did as well, but it was Mustafi that really got at him. He gave him that kick fairly early on, let him know that he was about. Granit Xhaka did the exact same when he came on in that first half. I mean, it's great to have leaders on the pitch. Just know that we weren't going to get bossed about. It's great to see us bully Chelsea in a way. Great to see that we were so dominant, not just in a physical sense, but in a mental one as well. We were definitely one up in the mental capacity in this game. It was great to see that, absolutely great to see that. And Mustafi and Koscielny, their partnership is looking stronger and stronger the more they play together. Real partnership we've got at the back there, which could be, I know Koscielny's in his 30s now, but I mean, he does strike me as a player that could go until the age of 35. So I think we've got a partnership there for at least 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Really exciting stuff at the back there. Bellerin, I sincerely hope we keep hold of him because that tackle he put in on Pedro when we were 3-0 up, like, he wasn't strolling back at 3-0 up, just proves that he's worth so much to this club. And the way he works for the shirt as well. Absolutely fantastic asset that we've got on our hands there. Monreal, again, scintillating. But I don't want to talk too much about the defence because it was the attack where everything went so right for us in this game. Alexis Sanchez making it 1-0 fairly early on, latching onto a very loose pass from Gary Cahill. Cahill has been awful. He's been quite frankly abysmal for Chelsea this season. But Alexis latches onto that, takes it up to Courtois and dinks it over him. Delightful finish to make it 1-0. And then shortly following that, the goal, which could definitely be regarded as one of our best goals of the season. I don't want to put it in the same bracket as that Wilshere goal against Norwich a couple of seasons ago, but it was in the way we worked the goal, we worked the ball. It was superb to watch. Iwobi heavily involved in it, having a little 1-2 with Mesut Ozil, and then playing that wonderful, delightful through ball into Hector Bellerin, who at a time, I thought he was going to shoot, but he was so calm, so composed to put it on a plate for Theo Walcott with a delightful cross, and Walcott made no mistake in putting it in the back of the net. And relating that back to the original point of the starting lineup, Alexis does work up front when he's got Theo Walcott alongside him because those two interchange so well. If Alexis moves out to the flank, then Theo Walcott moves into the centre. It works, and they know exactly where each other needs to be. They know each other's games so well, and it's great to see that because I think that front three of Iwobi, Alexis, and Walcott is our strongest front three. And look how many goals we're scoring: 4 against Hull, 3 yesterday. I know that Alexis didn't and Walcott didn't play midweek, but we scored 4 against Forest. All these options. We've scored 11 goals in our last 3 games. It's really exciting stuff going forward. And let's not forget, we've got Danny Welbeck to come back. We've got Olivier Giroud coming off the bench. We've got Lucas Perez. If Oxlade-Chamberlain can knuckle down this season, I don't think he's getting anywhere near the starting 11, to be honest with you. But we look at these options in the squad, the goals that can amount from this Arsenal team. Ozil's contributing with goals this season. I mean, it's exciting. And yeah, we all wanted a world-class striker in the summer. But what we needed were options. And we've got that. We've got options. We've got someone like Giroud who can come in and do a job against Basel on Wednesday. We've got someone like Lucas Perez who can do the same. We've got options here, there, and everywhere. And it's a real exciting time to be an Arsenal fan. I don't want to get carried away and say that we are going to win the league, but from what I saw yesterday, the way we put Chelsea to bed in that first half, I mean, it's hard not to get excited. I don't want to get, as I said, I don't want to get carried away because we saw the exact same performance last season against Man United. But if we can keep everyone fit, and as I say, we've got options everywhere on the pitch now. Everyone can offer a goal. I mean, it's exciting times. And with this new formula that we've got, which we've got to applaud Arsene Wenger for, Alexis in that striking role, alongside, I've got to talk about Theo Walcott as well. The way he played yesterday, not just for that goal, but a man reborn from the ashes. He is a different man. He is just unbelievable to watch. It's his hard work that he's putting in. We've all seen over the summer, he's been posting these videos of him working out and bulking up. And yeah, he looks a lot stronger, he looks a lot fitter. But just technically, he looks a lot better. The way he holds up the ball now as well. He holds up the ball so well. And he started last season in a similar fashion because he put in a similar performance against Man United in the 3-0 last season. But he's got to keep it up and he's got to stay in this Arsenal team. That front three should not change for the majority of this season because, as I say, it's our strongest front three. For the big games, that is our strongest attack, in my opinion. And Walcott is a big part of that. He is making all the right runs, all the right movements. He's helped by Alexis Sanchez. His passing, his link-up is really good. His decision-making at times is questionable, but his all-round play this season has been second to none so far. He's been one of our best players, and it shouldn't go under the radar that he's contributing goals. He's getting assists. He's being an absolute asset to the team, and I'm delighted to see Theo Walcott doing so well. I just hope he can keep it up. We did make it 3-0 shortly before the second half at Mesut Ozil with, again, another contender for goal of the season. It was Laurent Koscielny putting the ball out to him with a very forward-thinking pass from the Frenchman, playing it into Mesut Ozil, who spun N'Golo Kante. Kante made a very little effort to try and catch up with the German, but he played it into Alexis Sanchez, who then crossed it back over the head of Gary Cahill, who was stranded in no man's land. And Ozil, with a rather scuffed finish, put it into the back of the net. But wonderfully worked. Completely Ozil's own doing. Alexis had the easiest job of just putting it on a plate for him, which he did. And to go in 3-0 at half-time against Chelsea, wonderful feeling. I just wish we'd gone out in that second half and gone for a little bit more. We introduced Olivier Giroud. Granit Xhaka came on and did very well. Kieran Gibbs, special mention has to go to him because not only was he very good going forward, that little dink he did over the head of Ivanovic was delightful to watch, but some of the clearances he made in our own half, I think he's such a great player to have in the team, and the fact he's not complained, he's Arsenal through and through. I want to see the guy given a chance on Wednesday. I know it's a pretty bold statement, but I sincerely think Kieran Gibbs is more than capable of doing a job for us, and I don't think it's fair on him that he's not getting a chance, because Monreal, given that he's coming up to, I think he'll be 31 in the new year, we need to start giving Gibbs a chance because he can slot in. He's our number 3. He can slot in the moment Monreal does decide to hang up his boots. So I want to see Kieran Gibbs given a chance against Basel on Wednesday because he's more than capable. Superb option that we've got in our squad there. But yeah, Kieran Gibbs. Love a bit of Kieran Gibbs. But yeah, second half, it was a fairly resolute, calm display, very defensive. We were sound, we kept the game quiet, we kept it tight, didn't allow Chelsea a chance. We did have a few more chances ourselves, which Theo Walcott had one. He should have put in the back of the net, I think. But yeah, 3-0 against Chelsea, you really, really cannot argue with that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there as this video is coming up to 10 minutes long. Please do get your thoughts in the comments box below. Drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. And as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.